Industry. It's what drives any city, state, or country forward. In America, every state leans into what it does best. For some, that's agriculture. For others, it's tourism or mining for natural resources. For the state of Ohio, it's manufacturing. They're not only leaning into it, they're recruiting it and positioning themselves to be an even bigger player in our nation's defense. That's because in January of this year, Anduril Industries announced that they were headed to the Buckeye State with some very ambitious plans. How ambitious? Well, the announced project is a 5 million square foot facility called Arsenal 1. It's going to sit on 500 acres just south of the state capitol in Columbus. But why Ohio? It's the subject of this week's Debrief. Attend any defense exhibition, and it's not uncommon to see states like Oklahoma, Virginia, or Ohio with a display of their own, hoping to lure new business inside their borders, because new business means new jobs.
The way we look at our mission is really what can we do to create jobs that provide a quality life for Ohioans. And whether it's in the military, aerospace, or one of the 9 other sectors that we work in, that's really our mission, is how many of those good quality jobs can we create for the state that not only creates a great life for the Ohioan that's going to get that job, but it's also going to offer a valuable return to the state economically.
By any measure, January's announcement was seismic.
We're here to announce that Anduril, one of the leading defense tech manufacturers in the world, is building Arsenal 1 here in Ohio.
This is really historic. It is the biggest one project as far as the number of people who are going to be employed in all of Ohio history. And it really goes to our sweet spot. And our sweet spot is aviation. It's national defense related products.
Even with all of that on the state's side, Terry Slabaugh, the vice president of sites and infrastructure for Jobs Ohio, says landing companies like Anduril takes more than what's visible on the surface level.
It used to be you had to have sites in your state, you had to have water, sewer, you had to have the infrastructure for an opportunity like Anduril. I think now companies want to know, where is the talent going to come from, where am I going to get the workforce? You know, Jobs Ohio is really focused, not just Jobs Ohio, but our governor, the administration, on how we can amplify the talent that we have in the state, and then how can we improve the talent.
It's from that talent pool Anduril hopes to kickstart large-scale production of military-grade autonomous weapon systems, including drones, at a cost and pace that would keep the U.S. ahead of its near-peer adversaries like Russia and China. It's something Palmer Luckey pointed to in an interview when Arsenal 1 was announced.
There's no other option. The whole point here, the reason we raised that $1.5 billion round, the reason that we've been accelerating this process, the reason that we're investing in building this factory ahead of the customer actually paying us to do it, is because we believe in that timeline, because we have to believe in it. It is critical that we hit it, and I think we will.
So what does that timeline look like? The plan is to manufacture the first phase of the site and start production in mid-2026. Luckey went on to say Ohio gave Anduril the best shot at hitting those goals, something that aligns with why Jobs Ohio targets companies like Anduril.
You know, we don't count all the construction jobs, all the other jobs in retail and ancillary services that are going to be created when we bring in an Anduril. You know, 4,000 manufacturing jobs spins off a lot of other jobs into the economy. You know, we don't really focus on all those other jobs because we're looking at the value that we're going to get from those jobs that we're creating through our incentives and what that return is to the state. But we know it has a huge impact on the economy.
That impact cannot be understated. The project is expected to yield more than 8,500 new jobs in total by 2035, with more than $2 billion in annual economic output, and over $1 billion from in-state labor income will be generated, with projected tax revenues estimated to be roughly $800 million, making the business of attracting business a smart one.